it all kind of happened at the same time, that every direction my life took seemed to be all revolved around that time, starting, you know, CrossFit and meeting Brian and everything, so yeah. So growing up, I was a really sporty kid, definitely sporty, loved playing anything that I could possibly play. So I did swimming in particular. That was my main sport of choice, getting up at 5 o'clock every morning to go swimming training before school, running home, having breakfast, and then doing the same thing at the end of the day after school. So I did swimming as a main sport, and pretty much whatever I could get my hands on during school. So whatever, you know, sport we were doing, I was getting involved in that. Really just happy, active kid.
Cara was very athletic growing up. Wasn't hyperactive, just very active. She walked before she was 8 months old. She was in a bed by the time she was 7 months old. She was climbing out of the cot. She was climbing on everything, around everything, into everything, and had stitches for the first 7 years of her life.
2010, I was at the gym and I was sort of first introduced to what CrossFit was all about. I was at a gym at the time. Brian was my personal trainer, and in that time he got introduced to CrossFit.
The first time I met Cara would be at a gym I originally used to train at as a personal trainer, and she sort of started CrossFit when I sort of started CrossFit. She was my client for probably about 2 months before I found CrossFit, so she was my first guinea pig, I guess you'd say.
I think I realised I was doing pretty well at CrossFit not long into when I started. I seemed to just pick things up fairly well, like I could understand, and I think I can definitely give credit to Brian for that as well. I think I responded to his coaching cues very well, and we were able to sort of have a good relationship like that, and so whatever he would say to me, I understood, and I seemed to be able to send that message to my body. Cara's
definitely come a long way with a progression of CrossFit. She originally started just obviously as a client, I suppose. It was an athlete, a bit of a lover of CrossFit, and she's just progressed from is always having fun with it though, but having fun to being pretty good at to sort of realising that it was scope to take it a little bit further, than to taking a few huge jumps in a row, just going bang, bang, and now she's at the top level of the game. It was very fast progress, but it's no accident. She works very hard, she's definitely a hard worker, and everything that comes her way is well deserved, because she's earned every second of it, for sure.
Let's move on now to the women's division, where Cara Webb, formerly Cara Gordon as we used to know her, is cleaning it up and looking super strong. She came into the hundreds, and just like you said with Khalipa in NorCal, she just looked comfortable. She looked calm and relaxed.
Cara Webb is a beast. I'll tell you what, I looked at all this girl's stats of days 1 and 2 so far. Put her in any region, I'm saying she could be top 10 at the games.
So I was Cara Gordon when I first started CrossFit, and then I was married in December last year, so 2012, and I'm now Cara Webb. So it's a little bit confusing for everyone, since my first entrance into CrossFit competition and everything was Cara Gordon, Cara Gordon. So it's been a little bit of a tricky transition, but I think everyone's getting used to it slowly.
My name's Jason Webb, and I'm Cara Webb's husband. And I'm the reason why she changed her name from Cara Gordon to Cara Webb, and probably gave so much grief to everyone at the regionals who had no idea who she was. Yeah, that's my fault.
So I met my husband Jace it was actually, I just started the gym, so all of these kind of really positive things, Jace kind of came with CrossFit. They all came about at the same time. So I met him when I was 19. It was a couple of months before I sort of started finding out what CrossFit and everything like that was. So I went along to a kickboxing class and met Jace, and then, you know, he was, you know, we just hit it off, I guess, and had all that awkward moments at the start and waiting for me on the treadmill for an hour and a half to see if I turned up.
I first saw her when she was on the Stairmaster, and but I used to wait every day on the treadmill for her until she'd come, and then we'd have a chat. And then I finally got the courage to ask her out, and then it pretty much came down to her coach now, Brian.
I only went out with him because I asked Brian if he knew who he was at the gym, and I said, do you know there's this guy, and he's asked me out on a date. He's like, oh, that's Jace Webb, yeah, he's an okay guy. So we got married on the 9th of December. We felt married for a really long time, and it kind of felt like that from the start.
We felt like we'd been married months and months before that, so it's pretty much just a nice day with our friends and family. Everyone from CrossFit was pretty much there. Oh, the cake was awesome. Yeah, we went and got that specially done. It was a 25 kilo bumper plate, then a 20, and I think a 5 kilo, and then there was a kettlebell on top of that, and then 2 of us at figurines. I think she was doing a pistol and I was doing a handstand. Tasted really good too.
Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 19,
What's next for Cara Webb? I would love to continue competing as long as I can. I would love to be on the podium. I would love to come first. Of course, everybody's going for that goal. So I'll continue doing what I'm doing and training really hard and living the life I love with Jace, and, you know, just trying to be a normal person and go wherever I can go with that. And I don't know. Stay tuned.